Captain.
Hey, thanks for checking out the first two Navi CDs. We hope you enjoyed it. Remember, the revolution will be televised.
Excuse me? I'll just pop this baby here and maybe eat. Alright, that should be it. Luckily. Right, so with that,
Incoming transmission to the righteous absolution. Captain. Edge.
Well, that takes care of everything right here, so it looks like we're all set and ready. Anyway, welcome aboard the Twitch broadcast ship, Righteous Absolution, the top-of-the-line ship for all your streaming needs. I'm the Trojan Virus, TCV for short. Today, we're going back to Super Robot Wars Why? Why, you ask? Because we're about to hit the big part of the story. Hey, Larry, welcome. You're here. So, to give a recap what happened, we did a prequel story that basically set up the events that explained little teeny tiny tidbit fights during the Revolutionary War. We later also did a major plot story. Turned out Kamui decided to go betray her on us, causing some problems, nearly destroying the universe. And what the heck? Hold up. Looks like my chat box is right. There we go. I hate when it does that. Anyway, but to give a recap back where we were, we had Kamui tried to betray using the Andromeda Stellation's weapon, the Bug, to destroy the world. Turned out that it wasn't really the best idea, as it ended up waking up Getter Saint Dragon, the singular point that would become Getter Emperor. We managed to kick its butt and it managed to flee. But what makes it worse? The King of Kaijus himself is showing up. So we got ourselves some big problems to deal with. But enough on that. Let's get ourselves ready, steady, and taking care of some things. Because we got to deal with because we might be dealing with some major big kaiju problems. Plus we need to get ourselves leveled up and boosted before we proceed. So with that, let's get ready, steady, and continuing. Do. I got that dang song now stuck in my head from Gundam Seed. Anyway, we gotta get ourselves ready, steady, and taken care of. We'll be set up, and among other the good, joyous things. Do. Anyway, let's see what we can deal with. But yeah, it's just that song is there. But we'll be dealing with a lot of other crazy stuff. But it seems... Oh, almost forgot to mention. I was so stuck on the whole song. Now I remembered. Master Asia survived. So we got the Master Gundam. All because... And it turned out that the Devil Gundam, the Dark Gundam, has turned essentially on Wu Young Fat because it decided to go, I'm going to preserve the universe, the Earth. I'm not going to be a chud. But it's going to be fun. Let's see, load. Yeah, this is the one. We're getting close to the finale, that's for certain. Come on, there we go. Yeah, we got some new upgrades. There we go. We better put him up. Come on. But that's the mech we got our hands on. The Master Gundam. All weapons gain 2 and 100% extra energy. There we go. Looks like we might be in a commercial break soon. There we go. Yeah, he's a common rider. He needs some moves. Like a common rider. I think we'll be fine for now. Here's some new DLC we gotta deal with. So let's see what we're dealing with. We got new DLC, Justice on My Set, Battle Sortie. Here we go. Let's take care of these. Thank you so much for all your assistance, Marialia. Allow me to formally recognize your contributions. Oh, I'll take a selfie for the occasion. Please take one with me. Okay, let's do one together. Love the face, Representative Ichika. How about one more? That looks great. I'm so pleased to have you on the Advent's official camera woman. Thanks. Every day here's like a different TV episode. There's no shortage of things to shoot. Hey, look, my portrait collection's gotten so big. Did you get permission to take these? Hey, you just said I'm the official camera woman. It's my job to record everything that appears on the Advent. Then, as representative of the Advent, can I copy this one? Oh, and this one? Consider it done. Let's just keep this between us, okay? You must really adore Cross, huh? Remember, this is a secret, right? Especially from Cross. Okay. That's a little bit of a unnerving little thing. And let's deal with Master Asia. Congratulations, Master Asia. I hereby bestow the title of Ace Pilot upon you. A title for this old bag of bones? I humbly accept, thank you. Phew, you accepted. Is something the matter? I'm bestowing a title and having a chat with the legendary Undefeated of the East. I admit I'm a little nervous. Why should you? Representative of one of the world's mightiest nations, but nervous in front of me? I'm nothing more than an old geezer in retirement, hardly worthy of admission. Or admiration. That's not true at all. I've had so much to learn from your profound wisdom. Oh-ho, are you saying you want to study under this old man's tutelage? If it's not much trouble, very well. Thank you so much. Not a problem at all. It's always a pleasure to find someone willing to learn my martial arts. Your martial... Wait, what? That's not what I... Answer me, Ichika. The school of Master Asia is... The Winds of the Kings. What have I done? Unintentionally signed herself up for a training regimen with the Master Asia. Why don't we take a look at some of the new ones? Let's take care of the first one, of course. Noah Brand Battle Sortie. Oh, looks like we got one story completed, but let's deal with this. In the Mets Hall of the Advent. Well, you look measurable, Savis. Guess I am. Easter Island, huh? The place brings back bad memories for Savis. Just stop. Well, now you're making me curious. What bad memories are we talking about? Simply put, it was a special mission for Noah Brands. Noah Brands was the group Gablé and everyone else was in, right? Oh wow, you did more than just chase the Advent around. Come on now, we were the best of the best in Noah's. We handled missions harder than you could possibly imagine. Stop bragging coming from guys that lost to us. Well, when you put it that way. To be fair, Noah's Brand gave us plenty of grief along the way. Okay, let's hear about your harder missions. Well, I don't know. If you're gonna bait us with it, I'll mobilize all of Hayes to investigate. Hey, come on, this is an invasion of privacy. Fine. Here, I'll tell the story for Cyrus. Well, hold up. If I let you tell it, you'll run your mouth making up who knows what. As for the former captain of Noah's Brand, I, Ray Salvis, shall tell this tale. You could have done it from the start. So, this was back shortly after the New World Oath Noah Brand had just barely been established. Nexus came to our team with special orders. Noah Brand's Battle. Sortie. Now we get to see what the heck they're... Now we get a new mission to deal with. Dun, 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 dun. At the front line... During that time, at the front line base of Noah's, it seems you're unhappy to having to respond to my summons, Ray Cybus. Well, yes, I'd rather be chasing after the A Advent. As would I, really. That's probably true for the whole team. I do appreciate your frustrations. I'm aware that many members of Noah Brand have personal grudges against the A Advent and its people. Are you openly taunting us? By no means, I assure you. Whatever. Whatever. Whatever everyone thinks. I am here with Noah's for my fatherland Windermere. We just gotta double check. So it's one of these little missions. Got it. I have no objections as long as the reasons we've been summoned serves Windermere in some way. Oh, you think you're different, huh? You're above it all? That isn't how I meant it. Though I can see how those beneath me would perceive it that way. Then they see me flying above them. Those are fighting words. Those fighting words, Todd. If you want to fight, I'll give you one, Mr. White Knight. Enough all of you. You're just making this even more of a mess. Quite. I don't have the time to waste, so let's get straight to the point. The point is stupid. I'm going back to the battlefield. You are the blade of Noah's, the Noah brand. Even more than that, you are the core of our fighting force. It is precisely for that reason I, Rude Naxus, the Celestial Sage, has come with a mission for you. You are to head to Easter Island in pursuit of deserters from Noah's. We got traitors now? Looks like we do have a fight. The deserters should be somewhere around this island, according to Naxus. These idiots just don't get how interesting Noah's is. Only fools cast aside their own opportunities. What opportunities? The situation's a mess, but messy situations are some of the best chances to climb the ladder. Let me deal with this because I like to do. Was very nuisance. Stop acting all stuck up, White Knight. Your little pawns aren't here to show off to. The Aerial Knight's mission is to protect Air Einst and reclaim the pride of Windermere. I prefer not to bring them for such a lowly mission. Disposing of deserters is lowly to you, huh? Yeah, me too. This sort of thing should be a problem for the military police. Warriors exist to fight other warriors. Who cares about the whereabouts of cowards? Damn right, adding my kill tally out here shouldn't even count. But Lord Naxus doesn't understand such details. Never expect a bureaucrat to understand a warrior's pride. Heh. Is there something funny, Savis? Oh, well, I was just thinking that Naxus deserves some props for the crew he has assigned this mission. That's true. If we brought Jaril or Alan along, they'd be gleefully hunting these deserters down. Lillian Barngania would have done the same. McToman would be laughing at it as well. Bet the Zilkistan bandits couldn't tell the difference between deserters and bounty targets. Yes, as a leader, I'm grateful to Naxus that at least I'm the last commanding respectively the same people. Relatively. Look. In the world we live in, you won't find anyone completely sane. None of that matters. I'm just gonna do what I want. You'll at least follow your captain's orders, right? Then we shall begin our search, Captain? Let us complete the mission quickly and go back to pursuing the A Advent. Not a single one of you has considered that we may fail, have you? Why would we? We're not losing to a bunch of deserters. I'd suggest being a little bit more wary. Think of this. This is a special order from Nexus. There's got to be more to it. Well, something's just come up. Oh, it's the Infernal Alliance. Huh. So much for that non-aggression pact. The Infernal Alliance, huh? This is gonna be deep. This area is supposed to be their territory. Nexus said we have an arrangement with them. Not an alliance per se, but an agreement not to interfere with each other. They're attacking us. This is definitely interfering, Savis. I don't know what to tell you. Monsters have no reason to care about agreements, I suppose. Then one thing's left to do. If words don't work, we'll make our point the hard way. I'm down, Captain. Guys, we can't let our captain charge off alone. We'll keep you safe, Captain. You're the only one who can handle dealing with that Nexus guy. Besides, I wouldn't stand for any monster thinking they can attack us with no consequences. I wouldn't want any excuse if I lost my life in a battle like this. Let's finish things here quickly so we can get back to our mission. Let's hear those orders, Silas, and make it snappy. All right. Noah Brand, commence attack and go nuts. Noah Brand shall be the cornerstone of my future success. My first goal, then, is to reach the top of it. Now we get to go. Oh, we're in an ad break. Shoot. Alright, I guess we're in a commercial break, so be right back, folks. Because we're still on ammunition. It's right.
There we go. The most brutal boss death ever.
Okay. I basically taste burning, numbness, intense burning. Larry, get me some milk. No! Ah! Guess what? Oh, no, 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 no.
Stop that colossal. That's what it was.
Basically making a mess.
But you got some food,
All right.
so that's
Looks like we're ready. Back to the thing. So now it looks like we got Gablay and the others to deal with. So let's see what we're dealing. Come on. Here we go. Direct Gablay will never yield to monsters. Why are you gonna make everything so overblown? I think he wants to outdo Dabamiro no matter where he is. Just so, he is my lifetime rival. I will overcome Dava. That man's wind is very straightforward. If it's that much of a dribble for him, he can keep chasing Dava forever. They're all irritating, but they're also skilled. This isn't the worst unit I've ever seen. But the one on top is me, Nemo Han. So watch closely, boys, and see how a real warrior fights.
私にかなうと思ってるのかい。そろそろとどめていくかい。もらった。
You're weak. For being evil spirits, you don't add up to much at all. You tell him, Nabos. I'm very impressed, Nemohan. Well, I have to set an example for you little boys. Guess confidence really does come to the age, huh, Nay? Yazan, you'll pay for that later. Here we go. There's a special mission from Nexus, and I doubt it's going to be a huge pain. Still, look at this crew, and I think we can handle anything that comes. We got our way there. Just be patient, Shozama. I'll be able to give chase to you very soon. You'll see that just as you gather comrades, I'm gathering power on my own.
見つけたぞ。今の私には力こそが全て。ここが貴様の墓場だ。
The hatred of demons is nothing compared to my grudge. Wow, that's a messed up thing to say. Still, we could at least all learn from Burn's iron will. But narrowing your perspective runs the risk of giving yourself tunnel vision. A fair warning. Well, at least he's feeling stable enough to listen to people's advice. Man, I had my fill of this kind of enemy back when I was in the EFF. Bring it on, monsters. Let's see if you can satisfy me.
やっぱりこいつは俺に馴染む。ハイパーボイルを食らえ。
Monsters aren't much of a fight, if you ask me. A monster versus a beast. That'll make for a decent show. Whoever's least human will be the victor, I suppose. I heard that. He's totally flattered. In a dictionary, that's a compliment. I've never seen that attack, but we'll do it. If I can get that Nexus guy to remember my name, that's practically a guaranteed promotion. Just you wait, Sho. I'll climb the ladder over here and know it's to the top.
らせるかよ。覚悟しな。
Don't tell me you seriously think this is a threat to me. It does hit a little differently coming from a man who's seen hell. Still, overcompetence is a deadly poison. Screw all of that. I'm gonna have a nice dream this time. Is that what he fights for? Hey, why not? Desire makes people stronger. Now, well.
これがベロスのスピードだ。逃げるってんなら追うだけだ。いい位置にいる。こいつで真っ二つだ。
There we go. My Stella and I are in perfect condition. Nice move, Savis. I'm not the team captain for nothing. He's letting it go to his head. That's fine. Let's take this chance to see what our captain can do. Uh-oh. Oh, well, let's see what he can... Everyone knows this unit has their own fine wind. Combined, they make a true storm. One I must ride alongside to aim even higher.
この翼を再び白銀に染める日までやってみせる。
Oh, I didn't know these things could transform.
我が風は止められない。終わらせる。
My wind cannot be stopped. It's clear your title of White Knight is well earned. I wasn't expecting a compliment from the Schwarzwitter. I've abandoned that name. I'm just Burnings now. My apologies, Burn. White and black. They might make one surprising combination. Hold on a moment. Sheesh, another robocaller. I get annoyed by those a lot. Oh, nice. I think that's all of them for now. Okay, we can hit you next. There we go.
天気士冷水 vs 水産てなプロフォトンエフェクトフルバースト
That's badass, just seeing the thing do some damage.
これが俺の翼だまだ終わっちゃいない
That's seriously, I like that guy.
とどめだ
And that did some damage. Well, that's that. Just goes to show monsters ain't no threat to us. We best hurry though. Deserves or no, I prefer not to see them destroyed. Not to see them destroyed by these monsters. If they must be judged, at least let us be their judge. Captain, your orders? Investigate the area. We need to find a trace of our runaways. So, what part of this was a bad memory? Well, hold on, we're just getting started. Yeah, now the core of the story. I hope you're excited to hear about our glorious victories. Stop hyping yourself up and tell us what happened. You know, I've been talking too long. Now I'm hungry. Excuse me? You know, I could really use some protein. What kind of cheapskate are you? You're begging for a meal? I'm putting my privacy aside to tell you this story. I think it's fair to ask for a reward. Sure, fine. You're giving in, Cross? Nah, I'm calling Ichika. You're mobilizing national funds for this? Just remember, Savis, if this ends up being a dumb story, you're gonna pay. Literally. Well, that's one way to basically ensure his debt's paid. Oh, we better choose some new guys. I forgot about that. Alright, let's see. We got STG memory. Let's see if we can pop in. Alright, let's choose armor up. There we go. Customization. Let's see. Assign assists. We already got her. She gives Smash and Wish. We'll make sure to put that there. do her? Oh, he's good because at least he gives main pilots at 5 point in range. Yeah, let's pick. You got Dorothy. I'll do this. Let's get Tokime here. I'm just picking which ones, because Astronaut is pretty good. Come on. Let's see what we got. Let's see, who could we pick? Let's see, we could. Let's see, do. I need to figure out what we can get. Let's see. Alright, this could be used. This is kind of just like Mari. But it only gives that, so we'll try this. Now let's try. And what do we do this? Music and mystery. This should work well. I'm gonna try and see if we get some more experience. There we go. Let's see, upgrade max. There we go. There, that should help us out a little bit. Now let's see what we can push. So let's see. Oh yeah, I forgot. This is the same mission, just like with the others. So we got to continue on with this little mission. Let's see what's gonna happen, because we need to know what the rest of the story is gonna be. Oh, not a frickin' another band revader loser. Thank goodness. Here we go. Thank goodness at least it's restricted. Alright, here we go. Ah, now that was a good meal. Flavored just as I liked it. What a feast. Thanks for the meal, Cookie, Ichika. It was great. Well, the lady ordered me to make a fancy spread with special ingredients, so I just did what she asked. Your starter will be worth the trouble. We just went two on your behalf, right? Worth is kind of a subjective merit. As representative, I'd like to sit on this story about Noah's brand's special missions to pursue deserters. Huh. I wasn't expecting an audience like this. Alright, Cybus, you got the representative out here, so you better not let us down. Stupid Cross. Is this his idea of payback for my cute little request? What now, Cybus? Don't worry, just leave it to me. After all, we all know who's coming up next. It makes sense. I think Ichika would like this turn of events. Are you sure? What? Did you expect something you're ashamed of? Absolutely not. Okay, I won't keep you in suspense, Ichika. Chapter 2 of our tale of Noah Brand's battle, the love that bloomed in the Pacific. Love? So we were still in pursuit of these deserters, and we got reinforcements, which was... Alright. Lady Quanson! I'm Quanson Alabi of the Pozadal Forces Imperial Guard. I'll be joining Noah's brand special mission. Get to fight alongside Lady Quanson? I get to fight alongside Lady Quanson? Alright, Gavet Gablay, I'm honored to have this opportunity. I'm glad to have you on my team, Gab. This lady is Gablay's princess, huh? Don't you dare address her so crudely, Yazan Gablay. Hold up, what did he say? Oh, Gable. Yazan Gable. If you insult Lady Quanton, I, Gablet Gablay, will demand satisfaction via duel. Yeah, I get it. I was just wondering why a woman like her was packed up and sent to the front lines all alone. I merely obey Lord Pozadal's orders. Lord Pozadal's orders? I won't be disclosing anything further. Where's your usual second in command? If you mean Roklai Ront, he's providing rear support. I've heard Lady Quanton Alabi is practically a doll who functions as Lord Pozadal's eyes and ears. If this mission's so important that he'd send someone like that on her own? Lady Quanton, I'm sure you'd have an exhausting journey to reach us. Here, I prepared a place for you to sit. No need, Gablay. First, I must convey new information to you. New information? From Naxus, I suppose. This information was originally suppressed, but I was told to make you aware of the deserters stole some Raval Stellas. The Stellas, the machine that Cybus is pilot, right? Those were given only to Celestial Knights. They're presented to Celestial Emperor Valbam's personal guards by the Emperor himself. Yep, for a Raval warrior, being presented with Stella is the ultimate honor. Though with our situation being such a mess, they're getting mass-produced anyway to show up the forces. Even the fact remains that a Stella holds a special meaning to Raval. Anyway, even so, the fact remains that a Stella holds a special meaning to the Raval. I get it now. I was wondering why a guy like Naxus was handling this, but that explains a lot. It also suggests that there's another reason this information was hidden. Stella is the pride of Raval, the only people who could ever get close enough to take one. You're suggesting one of our deserters is that class of person? We've just received word from Keitha and Byrne on their scouting missions. They found the deserters. So it's time to fight them. First we'll try to negotiate. They may have run, but we're on the same team before. What a bleeding heart you are, Captain. Maybe I am. Part 2 of the mission. I was expecting them to run. Looks like they want to take us down. They really don't know what they're dealing with, do they? Sorry we're late. Sorry we're late, Monochrome Knights. I don't care for that nickname one bit. Then feel free to leave the field. You can entrust everything to Gablet Gablay. What is this wind? A hot, sugary, sweet wind is blowing forth from Gablé. Man, I just imagine this makes me want to retch. I'm so glad I'm not a Windermerean right now. Gablé, if you want to impress that woman, show her your strength. I'm well aware. I have high expectations for you, Gab. You can rest assured, Lady Kwana-san, I won't disappoint you. My heavy metal has been loaded with repair equipment for this mission. I'll be providing rear support. Understood. We'll hold the line. Noah Brand forces come for us! We outnumber them, we can still win. We can send them packing. They'll probably won't send anyone else after us. Well, that's optimistic, wouldn't you say, Captain? I have a message for the Noah deserters. I am the captain of Noah Brand, the Celestial Knight Ross Savis. That's Ross Savis himself. Is that the man we heard about? Heard about from who? Just surrender. I'm trying to spare your lives. Depending on your circumstances, I'll speak up on your behalf. We can't waste time on internal squabbles right now. Shut up! You piece of trash, you really want to fight, huh? You need a dose of humility, Noah Brand. We've cast off the ship the stuffy restrictions of Noah's. We're going to the A Advent. Then we can do whatever we damn well please. So this group is going to join the A Advent? They're the land of freedom and peace. All we gotta do is collect our free money. Or we could join Wise Neos and get to lord over people. Shut up. Uh-oh. If you truly desire freedom, I was willing to work with you to find a way forward. The last thing I want to hear anyone thinking Noah's is gathering place for scum like you. Yeah, we're just scum to you, right, boss? The higher-ups don't give a damn about the rank-and-file soldiers how the rank-and-file soldiers feel. You're right, I don't. I don't want to either. If you hate being stuck in rank-and-file, then at least give your life your all. If that was easy, we would. Fine, then we can help you get serious, no matter what it takes. So all you people can do is complain. Try using your own strength. You pointed your guns at me. There's no going back now. Let me give you a taste of how Noah Brand fights. We can do this. We gotta do this. Let's go. I'm ready. Come on, Zen. I'll face you. I'm the Celestial Knight Ray Savis. On behalf of my Lord Celestial Emperor Rava Belm, I'll hand down your judgment. The corruption of the Positive forces will spread and corrupt Noah's in turn. Unless something changes, there's gotta be more and more who won't want to follow the Celestial Emperor. People piloting Stellas. Don't tell me it's... No. I don't have time for worrying. First I have to fight my way through these enemies. Get ready for pain, fools. This is straight from the Celestial Emperor. These various vins were stagnant when we met them, but now they've changed. Your vins are your lives. If you are warriors who fight for lives, I will meet you as warriors myself. There's no keeping up with Gablé acting like a love-struck idiot. I'm just gonna have to do what I want. While you're busy drooling over your lady, I'll claim all the credit for this victory. You guys were pretty good, man. I thought everyone on Earth was toothless now, but now you're kind of impressive. Once we're done here, come serve under me. I'll look after all of you. Man, these guys are really going after the White Knight. You're so much like the man I used to be, the man who lost his dream of advancement and simply cursed the world. If you're a warrior, then fight to carve your own path. And if that's too much for you, go back to Byston Well. Ah, well, let's see what we can do with this. Lady Quana-san is watching. I mustn't embarrass myself. Let this blow fell my foe and prove my burning passion.
俺は一人で立派にやってみせている。これで一網打尽だ。ファイヤー。これまでか。絶対だ。他愛のない。
Impressive, Gablé. My lady, with your inspirational words driving me, Yvette Gablé shall perform even greater feats. Man, if this guy had a tail, he'd be wagging hard enough to snap his spine. Seems even romantic interest can become aura power. Maybe there's something to learn from him. Good luck, Gablé. I'm rooting for you in my own way. This mission is direct command from His Majesty, and I feel nothing serving here. His Majesty and Rude Nexus. Whatever it is they fear, it's what lies beyond this.
このヘルミーネに勝てると思うな。その1、射程内だ。
これがバイスト。
Most excellent, Lady Quana-san. You strike a lovely figure in battle. I lead the Imperial Guard. This is simple for me. I, Gablé, will ensure you come to no harm. Fight to your heart's content. Hot winds are blowing forth. You want to rise in the world and win the heart of the one you love. You're certainly ambitious, Gablé. But maybe you're someone capable of claiming both things. Oh, well, we'll do the other one.
私にかなうと思ってるのかい。そろそろとどめていくかい。
Are you winning? Yeah, we're winning, Larry. We're just doing apparently another bad. This time it's the bad guy side of the story we're dealing with. Noah Brand. So yeah, it's pretty cool. We're just playing the bad guy for this fight. Yazan. Here we go, let's keep going. They're going after the White Knight. Oh, I get it. We're doing the
俺は強いぞ。見かけ以上に
map attack.
プロフォトンエフェクトフルチャージ。ぶっ飛びやがれ。
Anyway. Now, well, might as well let her have the
ヘル
kill.
ミーネで仕掛ける。この絵師団を甘く見るなよ。愚かな。
And that took care of the last guy. Enemy forces have been eliminated. All neutralized with no cockpit hits. Very well done, everyone. I don't even want to kill chumps like these. They were former allies. They'll receive proper punishments. Still, they weren't nearly as incompetent as they claim they were. I mean, they picked a fight with us. Even if we really cornered them, they got guts, if nothing else. Perhaps in this crisis, they found the strength to live again. His Majesty wants people who fight. If they show that they got to fight like them, then they'll manage okay. However, this wasn't all of the deserters. From the comms they've intercepted, the names Bonius and Clytus come up multiple times. Huh? Those two must be the ringleaders who planned this desertion. Bonius and Clytus. Oh boy, Bonnie and Clyde. In the mess hall. So, how was that, miss? Did you enjoy Gablay's love story? It was wonderful. I had no idea that happened. I don't really remember, of course. What? I'm really sorry, Gablay. I don't have a lot of memories from those times. Iguana-san, it's nothing to feel bad about. The past is just the past. I'm much more concerned about the future we will build together. Talk about commitment. That's definite. He's a good example to others in that regard. So, who were the Bonius and Clytus folks that came up at the end there? Stavis, That's all I'm sharing. Hey, look. This place isn't exactly putting me in the mood to share more. What do you mean, the mood? Well, maybe if we took somewhere a bit more busier with a more mature setting. Say, if we went to the Aelan vent, that might put me in a more talkative mood again. You little... Now that you had your free meal, you want drinks on us, huh? Well, I've come this far, might as well go all in. Our final chapter in the annals of Noah Brand's battles will be held at the Aelan vent. I hope you'll all join us. God damn, that man really loves to basically, push. Oh, we're in an ad break. Alright, guess that's it. We'll be right back, and then we'll do shoutouts. It's also very much... Scrap of parchment. Those wishing to face the Dreadlord's tribunal enter the Temple of Baal must slay the targets, enlist them, train the corpse, and murder the cult of the Absolute. Bring the victim's hands proof each killing. Walks in Blood, Duke Billing Sternmain, Elfsong Tower Lower City, Father Logren Open Hand Kill. Dribbles the Clown. Oh! Ah, come on, guys! Why'd you have to murder the clown? I know clowns are creepy as hell, but seriously, you didn't deserve to be killed by a demon lord. Alexander?
Sounds fine, thanks. So we got the password to facility. So according to this, the password is 1234. That's the stupidest password I ever heard! It's the type of password an idiot would have on their luggage!
Speaking of which, I gotta tell Larry to change the combination on his luggage. Anyway, we managed to beat one piece of the story. Anyway, let's continue on with the next mission. Maybe if you skip a lot of them, we could just jump to most of the bases and unlock most of the tiers. It'd be easier. Yeah, that could work. Mission. We still got one last one, apparently. Demise. Doop-a-doop-a-doop. At the Aelan vent bar and lounge aboard the A Advent. Now then, it's finally time for the grand finale of my tale of Noah Brand's battles. You seem cheery, Savis. Yes, you don't seem like a man about to share a bitter memory. Well, that's not really a story I can tell sober. And you're not just saying that because you wanted free drinks. You have to be the judge of that. Given the location, I'm here to listen to the story in place of Miss Ichika. Admittedly, that's the one reason I asked you to change venues. Some of the story isn't fit for innocent ears like hers. So, who are Bonius and Clytus? Ro Bonius and Ro Clytus. They were both celestial knights who served under me. And they both pledged their lives to each other. Noah Brand's battle. Demise. Ba-ba-da! Okay, Cyrus, let's hear this. Let's hear it. You know who these Bonius and Clytus people are, right? Yes, I do. Ro Bonius and Ro Clytus. They're both celestial knights who served under me. And they pledged their lives to each other. Man, really? Did they run off and elope because people were against them being together? No, the people around them only wished them well. But with the pair's desertion, the situation was dire. It means they've abandoned their duties as people of Raval. their duties as people? I've heard all about the Raval who came to Earth are military. Put another way, they can't voluntarily resign their posts. And that's why they deserted? If you don't mind me saying so, I felt for a while that Raval's life is a very restrictive one. We've all signed up for what we came here. I guess there's no surprise from people who would eventually get exhausted by it, though. Cyrus, we serve under His Majesty to fight for the future of our homeland, Raval. Those who do not fight aren't Raval at all. This was probably the only option they had. Nemohan's advanced scouting forces just sent word. She's identified the deserters' route. Given this route, we can head them off. What's the plan, Cyrus? I think it's pretty obvious. Oh, they're your former troops. It's your job to clean us up, Cyrus. Yes, I know. A normal desertion would be one thing, but they've smuggled out classified material. There's no army in the universe where that doesn't welcome the death sentence. So no need to try and arrest them then. We can't let Cyrus make that. We can let Cyrus make that decision. Well then, what should we do, Captain? I've already told you. There's no need to ask. Here they come. The Stella Velos, Lord Cyrus has come for us. Vitus, Bonius, we've abandoned the Raval, so we've also discarded those names. Now we're just a nameless man and a nameless woman. I know that you were tired of fighting. I don't mean to insult you, but please, just surrender. I'll advocate for you, please. Thank you for your concern, Lord Cyrus. But we've made our choice when we took our Stellas with us. We're going to escape the Advent, Stellas and all. Once we're there, we'll tell them the truth about Raval. Say no more. The truth about Raval? There's rumors even in Noah that they might be hiding something. Is it related to that? Lord Cyrus, we can't follow His Majesty any further. A war without end? There's no hope in that. And I don't just mean for us too. If something doesn't change, Raval will... Hold up, uh-oh. Okay, stop! Hold up. But, if you have turned your back on His Majesty and Raval, you're nothing more than the enemy now. As my last act of mercy, I, Celestial Knight Ross Cybus, will personally eliminate you. Lord Cybus, I'm sure you knew this was how things would end from the moment you saw my Stella Velos. Even so, we're fighting because we want to live. Motto of Raval. There's no failure while life remains. Are you certain about this, Cybus? It doesn't matter if I am or not. This is my mission. Looks like both sides have made up their minds. All that's left is a complete our mission. Norbrands, commence the attack. Your targets are the enemy Stellas. Let us begin. I will slay you on behalf of His Majesty. There we go.
AI が人に勝てると思うなよ。ベロスのとっておきを見せてやる。
This is gonna really hurt, even if it's a robot.
これが天騎士の戦いだ。フィニッシュ行くぜ。せいや
ー! Yep, they're dead.
任務完了。
This ain't good. That's gotta deal with the map attack, and that should break them. Tap it break on, and that should do well.
ぶち抜けレイザー。
Now let's see what this Throne Lancer does. I've never seen this attack.
観念するんだね。これまでだ。データを本部に送信。
Okay, that wasn't really impressive. Oh.
私にもできると教えてやる。これで一網打尽だ。あいや。
Here we go. Clytus. I discarded that name. I'm sorry. Why would you apologize? You're here to fulfill your duty as a celestial knight, Lord Savis. But I refuse to die. I will live here on Earth with my love. Have you got a chat? Break you. Another map attack, of course. Bonius? I'm very sorry, Lord Savis. I know we promised to invite you to our wedding. No, I'm sorry. You're a celestial knight, Lord Savis. You should carry out your duty. But I will resist as long as I'm alive. I want to live together with my love.
お上品なやり方で勝てる相手じゃない。フルパワーだ。ベロス。こいつが天騎士の一撃だ。
Let's see, that took care of 2 of those. Ah, well, we might as well finish you with this little shot. I've been quiet, just trying to figure out where to calculate.
一気に型をつける。ファイヤー。
ごめんなさい。私はここまでです。
他愛のない。
That took care of her, so that's 1 down. It's over, Bonius. No, it's not. I can tell what you're thinking. You want to sacrifice yourself as bait and let Clytus get away, right? You're very insightful, Lord Savus. An easy guess for anyone who knows you. So you chose to play along with this despite knowing my plans. Bonius! Run, Bonius! Clytus! I'll hold Lord Savus. You need to survive. What? Ah! Bonius, why? Clytus! Did that woman just shoot her own love and Cybus together? She'd throw away her lover to save herself! Wait, something's off. Ah! They're losing it! Rage, sadness, fear, despair, flipping the world in this wind! Bonius! That went right through the cockpit! Well, this battle's over. The ending's one that makes me feel sick, though. It's not over. What? They just split? Cybus, or something? Is that something their machines can do? My Grace Toughs are reacting to them. This horrifying presence, it's like the future Earthlings. They're attacking indiscriminately. We have to fight. Gee, you can sense it, can't you? Something is wrong here. Yeah, even I can tell these things are monsters. Also, this abnormal feeling hanging over the battlefield. It's the desire for conflict. It was magically sent me to look into this. Now it feels like it's burning. Like something's urging me to fight. Well, fine, let's friggin' go. I'm good for it. Be careful, these aren't regular hostiles. You think we need your warning? These things shouldn't exist. And they're not gonna let us go. We'll deal with them. Guess I was worried for nothing. Come on, let's do it. Don't let any of you go dying on me. This is strange. I've fought something like this many times in the old world. It's an evolver. The evolution of Earthlings. Let's knock both of them out of the picture. Oh, that's gonna really wreck them. Alright, we got it. I should deal with that. I was a little worried these guys were going to be tough. There we go.
さて、ショータイムと行こうか。
As I said, it's a little bit of a tricky story and it's pretty tough. But at least we're gonna. Oh shit! I almost forgot. I skipped the damn thing. Oh well. Once we finish this, I'll make sure to do the shout outs that we need to do. He's like a douche.
まだ終わっちゃいない。とどめだ。
Damn. Now it's over. What was with them? I have no idea. Well done, Ray Savis. Noah Brand has proven a worthy blade of Noah's. Nexus, you've completely eliminated the deserters. Good work. What happened with that dividing Stella? I have no answers right now. I'll need your data as soon as you get back so I can begin investigating. You knew, didn't you? You knew that function existed. You think too much of me. I'm neither omnipotent nor omnipotent. Also, there are too many mysteries here, so this matter is now top secret. Hence, this mission will be treated as if it never occurred. You're dissatisfied. I see. No, maybe it's for the best. Then I'll wait your safe return. Well, you heard him. Great. Bizarre enemies and completely galling outcome. And now they're treating this mission as though it never happened? At least now we can go after the A-Advent again. So we can return to our battlefield. Though I doubt we'll be in a different it'll be a very different company. It could have been a whole lot worse. That I agree with. Don't you all get soft on me. We have a new mission as soon as we get back. Let's go. Our battle isn't over. So long, Bonius, Clytus. I'll keep going, and I'll be a celestial knight of Raval to the very last. Huh. Interesting. Bonius and Clytus could tell that they and all the Raval were becoming more and more possessed with the desire for conflict, the will force. I assume Nexus knew that was connected to the Evolver somehow, and he sent us after them to gather data. I have to imagine that was the power that made the Stella split. And that is the battle of the Noah brands that you never saw. Thank you for listening. A pair of runaways with no real future who rejected war, and they end up like that. I'm sorry, Savis. That must have been very painful to relive. What's so funny? No need to worry. Those two didn't actually die. Huh? We didn't know that either until we got back from the mission. Savis actually protected the man from his lady love's attack, then ripped the woman's cockpit out. I'm still impressed he pulled that off. I'm guessing Savis planned to help him escape from the very beginning. What the hell? Didn't know Savis had a soft spot. He put on a big show of killing them just to distract Nexus. Damn, Savis. Come on, what do you take me for? The whole ordeal was a piece of cake, really. So what made the whole thing a bitter memory? Oh yeah, it turned out that Nexus knew. Nexus used that as leverage to stick Cybus with a great many observer quests after that mission. Damn Nexus. I thought he'd told us the mission would never happened. He'd let them go too. In reality, he was just happy to have something he could hold over my head. But I'm still grateful to the guy. So what happened to them after that? No idea. For all I know, they could be on board the A Abbott now. You don't want to know? No, it's fine. They're no longer Robalans. I just hope they forgot all about His Majesty, the Evolvers, and the distant future. They should live for each other. Go be happy, you two. You can leave the future of Rabal to Sistis and I. I'm a Celestial Knight, and I'm still fighting for the future of Rabal. Here in the A Advent. And talk about a nice twist ending. We got some money. But that worked out damn well. Unfortunately, we couldn't get any free EXP, because you know how that is. Oh. Alright, let's continue on. So we got some new missions. Let's do
こ
customizations.
れからの戦いのために万全の準備を。
Let's see, we got you, you. Alright, let's do another mission.
万全の準備を。
Because we still got a few DLCs we could deal with. I think the next one we should do is Justice on My Side. This must be the last of the DLC missions. Oh, a two-parter. This is new. Alright, so I guess we gotta deal with this. Alright. Another continuation mission. This is gonna be a tough one, but either way, let's take a peek. I will protect this world and its people. Victory is mine. Thank you. I will fight on in the name of good. Meanwhile, in the residential quarters of the A Advent, this is a real whirlwind, but he's sure cleaning the place up. Europe yesterday, the colonies today. The news says he's really fighting for the good of the world. Yeah, but didn't he fight Wise Nails before? Good guys won't always see eye to eye, especially when some of them are the kind of short fuses like pilot the Gators. I could definitely see that. So there's no chance Exus will join the A Advent. Wherever he goes, I'm rooting for him. Exus and the A Advent are both working to bring freedom and peace. I'm sure they'll all be on the same side again. This all comes together to fight for one good cause. That's what all heroes do. Heroes for a good cause. What's on your mind, Seiji? It's just, what does good mean? What? Exus, you're a good guy, right? Yep, this is the last DLC for DLC 2, I believe. We did one last time. I'll protect this city. Victory is mine. Huh. I'm not done yet. My battle rage is on. There you are. in the briefing room of the elsewhere in the briefing room of the A Advent. As you can see in this footage, Exus has been battling these unknowns for the past few days. Wait a minute. You seem familiar with those units, Rami. They're called E-Bits. They're from our world. So what's the UND followers follow? So what? The UND followed us here? That's not how I remember these forces operating under its command. It's more likely the same thing happened to us, transported by accident, but only they're mechs. So they're not organized per se, but they also are not completely devoid of order. All the unknowns have confirmed to be unmanned. An unknown enemy that appears wherever Exus goes. Meaning it's safe to assume they're after him specifically. Exus mentioned she had an enemy, so maybe, yeah, I think we're looking at him. But if it's a drone army, who's commanding them? Unfortunately, we have zero intel of who might be behind these unknowns. Then we have no choice but to ask Exus. If he's willing to talk, you mean. Not getting any hopes up after he went down last time. Actually, Exus requests we meet regarding that. He did? He said he wanted to talk about his true enemy. Now that they're here, huh? He knows he'll have to fight them, so he wants our help. Good to know we're still on the good terms. Be nice if he apologizes for all that crap he gave us. So we're gonna give him a call? No, he wants to meet face to face. I've called you here to discuss whether we should take him up or not. Are you kidding? Of course we should. No chance we're letting things stand the way we left them. And if he's gonna fight this true enemy of his, we might even be able to help. Sounds like everyone's in agreement. We're going to talk to Exus. Yeah, what are we waiting for? Alright, the A Advent will proceed to the coordinates Exus provided. This is gonna be interesting, that's for certain. We're dealing with a new one. Justice is on my side. It looks like we better select our ships for this fight. Okay, so before we do, let's do customization. Make sure we choose the right guys. Never mind, we'll choose the Rock Column, of course, and of course the Eternal. There we go. We've arrived at the meeting point. This area used to be a battlefield in the Revolutionary War. No one comes here anymore, though. Good spot for a secret talk, isn't it? Hence the comms forward to the have the comms forward to the hangar so Wise Neos members on standby can hear. As you wish, Miss Ichika. Here comes Exus. I've been waiting to see you, A Advent. Long time no see, Exus. You seem to be doing alright. Look, I'm not mad about what happened before. Ryoma doesn't exactly stop to explain himself when he does stuff. It must have freaked you out, right? What's up? I called you here to tell you something very important. About that true enemy? The drone army? Come on, we don't have all day. You called us out here, so you better get talking. That's not how you get someone to cooperate. Especially not someone as sensitive as Exus. Okay, I get it. Exus, we want to know about this enemy of yours. We may be even willing to help you deal with them. Thank you, Representative Ichika. Then I have a request for you. Eliminate yourselves. Whoa! Whoa! Man! He just freaking... I mean, I would basically expect lightning bolts after that word, but seriously. He just told us to off ourselves. What? Yeah, I know. Eliminate ourselves? Are you asking us to end our own lives? What the hell is that supposed to mean? Exactly what I said. I'm an agent of good. The A Advent is an obstacle to peace, and therefore my enemy. Where's this coming from, Exus? Is it about Ryoma? He hasn't abandoned his purpose or anything, he just needs time to figure it out. That's no excuse. Who asked you? Hold on, Ryoma. Let's hear Exus out. We get it. You don't agree with Ryoma's decision, but what does that have to do with everyone else on the A Advent? I've been pondering why wars rages on despite my tireless battle to protect people. I calculated an uncountable number of possibilities. I ended up with a single conclusion. The 8 Advent's existence itself is the cause of all this conflict. Excuse me? How the hell did you figure that out? You wage your battles in the name of freedom and peace, and yet you have many enemies who come after you for the great power you wield. How the hell is that our fault? If you were gone, the world would be at peace. Perhaps some would still wage war, but I'd eliminate all of them. Therefore, A Advent, you must cease to exist. What the heck are you talking about? Exis sees freedom and peace as his purpose, and anything that conflicts with that is evil. Wait, but that doesn't make sense. A lot of people live and work on the A Advent. Without the A Advent, it would be their own peace that was lost. Exis does not contradict Exis. Does that not contradict your own logic? There are times where the greater good requires sacrifice. I've learned that from you. When? It must have been the time Hiroshi and Dagon were willing to sacrifice themselves. But that was their decision. They themselves chose to pay that price. Don't you see, Exis? The world doesn't need any further sacrifice. Don't jump to the simplest conclusions. There's always another way. We can think about it together. Exactly. We share the same ideals and the same goals. Making excuses for yourselves. How deplorable. You're wrong. Just calm down and listen to us, Exis. It's not that complicated. We're not your enemies, and we're sure as hell not the world. You are not the ones to decide that. I am. Exis, you. Justice is on my side. E-bits and E-bosses. We're surrounded. I had them ready for this very outcome. What? These things aren't your enemies? They're weapons that, like me, found their way here from another universe. I modified them for use in my righteous quest. And all those times you fought against them, I had to show the world's people that I fight for in the name of justice. So it was all an act. Not exactly noble, hell. If anything, that makes you a complete fraud. This is the pursuit of the greater good. Any means further are ends for that end are justified. You can't just say that to justify whatever you want. You should simply stop thinking, Exis. We'll help and find a better answer. The enemies of peace won't ever accept their own mistakes. You really have moved on to the path to evil. I have but one thing to say to such people. You won't talk your way out of this. Exis! Face your judgment. Hold, Exis. Save your breath, Ryoma. We can get back to talking once we've dealt with them. The enemy's preparing to attack. Scramble all wise Neos units. Okay, now that we got that, we need... Okay, we got that, we need the... Oh yeah, we're also gonna need these two, I guess. Four, three. There we go. I'm running ad break as per usual, so we gotta wait until after that, so be right back, folks.
Sounds fine, thanks. So we got the password facility. According to this, the password is 1234. That's the stupidest password I ever heard! It's the type of password an idiot would have on their luggage! Oh. Oh. And by the way, Smasher, I know I'm gonna say this to every single person here on the stream that's basically a fan of Edge Runners. And I'm gonna take a page from my good friend Larry. I'm gonna say this. This is for Rebecca, bitch.
I wonder what the word he's gonna say. Can you guess what words he's gonna probably say, folks? Make your choice. Sid, want to play some fetch? Who's a good dog? You're a good dog. I got a feeling I know what I'm gonna choose. And for those wondering, okay, I guess we got our choice, and that's the one. So with that... Oh, the doggo. I like this. The audio, that was during my time when the audio was just garbage. Anyway, we gotta deal with some problems. Finalize. Let's get ready. That's way too many. Exits means business, huh? But we have to win, so we can give them a talking to after. Wise Neos, engage the enemy. Our journey won't end here. Now that you say that, miss, but we're still pretty badly outnumbered. Anita, calculation complete. If this goes over 5 minutes, then our loss by attrition will be assured. Did you hear that, everyone? We have 5 minutes. That's much time to break through this web. Mission accepted. Just you wait, Exis. None of this makes any sense. We'll stop you before you see it. So on the Tide Turner. So there's only one way we could deal with this. So first... Drive. That should break this guy. Psycho frame is activated. Okay, we need to do... Let's see, Soul should do well. Oh yeah, that'll work.
覚悟はいい。俺にできるのは戦うことだけだ。任務完了。
There we go. Mazin power. Double Mazin power. They're gone! I know, we have to give Exus another lesson. But we have to show him what good really means. But first, we have to make it through this. The hell is all that bull about, Exus? It doesn't matter whether you're good or evil. If you're against us, you better be ready to throw down. I took care of that. Ooh, S rank. Hooray. Now we get more bonus stuff. I know you were watching us from whatever, Exus. You haven't beaten us, and you'll never will. We'll get past your goons and stop you. That's a promise. They'll break you to deal with that. There we go, that's one of them down. There we go, let's stand by. That's it for now. Time to lock out. Time to disrupt. well, we'll do Dorothy, just in case. To do good, to do the right thing. Texas, we need to see how we feel. We need you to see how we feel, so we can move forward together. Come on, let's break you. I want to see the damage. There we go. Chosen Children of Getter, that worked. There we go. Yeah, these guys are really taking numbers. At least it's doing some damage. At least they're doing some, at least damage is being dealt. There we go. Alright, 2 levels up. That's not bad. Yeah, these are really doing some carnage, but at least we're running low on juice. Come on, we need that. Most of our fellows are running out of ammo, or at least weaponry. Ooh, that jumped a few levels. Sheesh. These guys really, as I said, these guys are really not taken because we're dealing with a number fight, but they're just throwing themselves over. Come on, up you. Okay, we're on turn 2 now. Oh well. Might as well help out with these.
今なら先手が取れる
Dun, 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 dun.
ガンブレイドといや
And of course, particle cannon.
Go ご用とあらば特務参加にご用命を。先輩、ストライカーを出します。メリルのおすすめってわけね。いいところ見せるわよ。
And of course, so these guys nuke. I don't even know what the heck these guys are doing. But they're all OG bad guys, that's for certain. Damn, 4 levels? Yeah, that's not going to be a problem.
ここに私たちの意志を示します。
お嬢様、ミサイルで行きます。
ノービー艦長の判断は的確ですね。
That took care of that. It looks like we got the north side taken. North side's all clear. Oh, well, we can just finish them off with this. And of course, seeing that Nightingale just map attack. Oh boy. So that takes care of, okay, the west side's taken care of. Now we got the north side taken care of. Ah, well, another map attack. Just hero busting through and just beam bustering. Pretty funny if I do say so myself. You break you. There's only now down to 5 units left, so the number. Okay, 4 more to go. There. And with that, the last shot takes care of that. No casualties. That's all for the drone forces. Step out and face the music, Axis. You still don't understand. The very power which is what causes conflict. Says you. We're not just fighting to survive, and no one's gonna stop us, not even you. I've said all that needs to be said. If you still want to fight, then I'll fight you and destroy you. Exis, he's really not listening to us. Where did he go? Where do we go, Ichika? Forward. That's the only choice. You mean we still gotta fight Exis? Yeah, that ain't good. We're still dealing with some problems. Oh yeah, so it just basically gives us, so we can use this just to unlock. Perfect. Anyway, mission up. A Guardian's Purpose. So the final area in Bermuda Island. This is going to be one heck of a battle. A Advent, Wise Neos, and Team EX. I want to express my endless gratitude for showing me the way. But because I learned so much from them, I must surpass them. To be a force of good and a guardian of Earth and to fulfill my purpose. And most of all, a Guardian's Purpose. The scariest part of the series. Do 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 do. Bop ba ba da ba da bop. Ah, they're here. Team EX. Yep, that's us. We're your teachers and we're here to hand down some discipline. You still think you could persuade me? Your short-sighted rhetoric won't dampen my determination to do good. Save your platitudes and your threats. Come at me. I'll show you the power of true righteousness. Hang on, Exis. We're here to talk. Not to push our own views, but to understand what you're thinking. Fine. I owe you that much before I destroy you. Okay, we'll start by saying that we aren't evil. We may not be your traditional paragons of justice, but we're still fighting for humanity. You're right that the A-Avid has been wrapped up in much of this conflict. But that was all Wise Neos fighting to protect people from oppression and tyranny. You said as much previously, yes. The fact remains that your opposition and your mere existence only serves to intensify the fighting. Thus your elimination alone can break the cycle. And I will also eliminate all of humanity's other enemies, starting with Noah's. I am the one true source of good. All who oppose me are evil. You expect us to buy that? I ask you to reconsider this, Exis. There are many different ideas of good. We resolve conflicts without fighting, but understanding and accepting others' viewpoints. You're well aware of not everyone can be swayed by logic. Force is the only way that can be dealt with. But what if they don't want to talk? It's not their right to jump straight to force. Just cool it, Exis. We'd rather not fight you. We're happy to see you find your purpose and strive to achieve it. But we used to fight for a purpose when we were given to, but also we did, and eventually found our own way. Seeing you go through the same thing as well as you were like us. Hell, we started considering you as a comrade, pal. So please, you aren't listening to a thing I say. You're far from good, or teachers, or even friends. Eliminating you would be my final act of compassion for you. You seriously call this good? What? A good guy would never trick anyone into an ambush like that. If you think you're in the right, then man up and declare war on to our faces. You summoned us out here to a place no one even knows exists because part of you is ashamed of all of this. Everything is justified for the greater good. I'm simply doing what's necessary. I have no doubt about my decisions. Exis! The A-Admin is here too? Sorry, Ichika, we couldn't talk him down. You gave us our shot and we blew it. Then it's the A-Admin's turn to persuade Exis with everything we can bring to bear. I will not be moved. I am good in itself given form. Guardian of the world. I will end this once and for all, A-Advent, for this world's future. A dimensional distortion. Let this dimensional rift be our battlefield. We're ready to have a fight, don't we? You still don't understand. Ichika, we have no choice. Wise Neo, deploy. Let's see who we could pop in. Better yet, let's bring in the boss dudes. I think we better choose one since we're running Getter. Okay, this. Oh, wait. Sheesh, I'm trying to figure out which part to prepare. Alright, never mind, we're ready. Let's do this. You'll oppose me to the death, wise Neos? Team EX said everything we need to say. If you still want to fight, all of us will be your opponent. Why don't you see that I'm only doing what's right? Everyone has their own thoughts and conflicts too. That's absurd. There's only one true form of justice, absolute and unyielding. And that justice is for me to decide. Then your justice is just ego, plain and simple, and our job is to fight it. But don't forget, Exis, you're one of us. We may not believe in your definition of good and evil, but we believe in you. So just stop. I've explained more than enough, but you still don't see that I'm right. You're beyond salvation, wise Neos. I will pass your sentence myself. Exis! Yeah, I don't think he's gonna listen. If this is only willing to settle this by force, then we have to fight and defeat him on his terms. If we can't prove him wrong by his own standards, then we won't convince him with words. Bring whatever backup you want, Exis. We'll rip through them all. You have no idea what I'm truly capable of. Every struggle, every failure makes me stronger. I've pulled you into this rift, which is just a fraction of my power. So he's a machine that can grow. This form is optimized for speed. Let's see if you can catch me. Okay, that's fast. He thinks he's already won. Now let's put a dent in that confidence. Keep a head, Shin. Keep a level head, Shin. Remember, we're not here to beat up Exis. We're here to put him on the right track, and that means fighting the fight. All units, use everything at our disposal to stop Exis. Don't let me wise, Neos. You'll find that I'm not the weakling you once had to protect. I have the righteous power to protect people. I am the one true guardian. Exis, we're gonna give you a good wake-up thrashing. Get ready for a lesson you won't forget. Three is one. And of course, legend combination. Break this peanut patrol. We gotta break this all down and deal with it. So let's see. There we go. Biosensors now activated. Alright, that takes care of you. We need that. Boom. Now where is... That's one down. Let's see, we'll put Mazenbauer, of course. Come on. There we go. Thank you. There we go. Come on. Let's see. Let's break you.
Dynamite punch! Michi! Mahadorill da!
マッハドリルセットシュート。
チェンジマハドリルセッこれでも食らえもっと打ってこいそれも私の力としてやる鋼鉄ジーグ仲間ともども全滅だこれが成果いくつだ悪いが俺の体は頑丈にできてるんでな
There we go. There we go.
イグジスお前の歪んだ正義は俺たちが叩き潰すノワール G の恐ろしさを味わわせてやる
Come on, we gotta break you.
最大パワーを出す行くぞああおギターサイン覚悟しやがれ漆黒のシャインスターク私は進化する機械で思い知る進化した私のパワーならばお前にも負けはしない悪を撃ていくつナックル穴すぎるぜ
Now we got the last one. Whoa, Well, time to give him the School of Hard Knocks.
もうやめろヒゲジス。
もう一度私たちと一緒に正義を考えよ
GX バスタースタンバイ。
う。了解。
There we go.
GX バスター。
GX バスター発射。
私に敗北はない。
Oh, you did get defeated, pal.
任務完了だ、聖司。
There we go, come on. Now we got you out of the way. 67, 71, damn. You see what we got, Exis? Yes, it's quite impressive. And yet this very power that makes you such a threat. He's regenerating the damage we dealt? That's the power of Exis we're talking about. I'm not merely regenerating. As I've rebuilt, I've evolved. This battle showed me that I need sheer power more than speed to defeat you. You'll find this next battle will go much differently. I sure don't like the look of this. Miss Ichika, we have no choice. This battle's now about whichever we or Exis gives in first. All your struggles are in vain, wise Neas. My will is adamant, bolstered by the heart of pure justice. As long as it drives me, I cannot be defeated. Yeah, so basically I guess we're dealing with... We gotta deal with this peanut patrol at least. Right, now the OG crew will move in. Let's see, take you here. No. Move in. Alright, we're gonna need to do... Now we fall for the trap. So guess what? Get chomped on. Time for a disruption. Okay, at least we're dealing with those, so the enemy's gonna run out or they're gonna get themselves murked. Which is good, because we need that. Let's see, we got break you. Yay, level 6. That breaks that. Yeah, they're not gonna hit. 0% hits is just nothing. These guys are gonna get murked. I'm being serious. Look at this. Now we got the chosen children of Getter. We need the Otaki factory for this. Come on, break you. Ah, well, we'll just roll those in. Because that's the only way you can wreck these guys. I'm being serious on that. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. There we go, that's one dead. to repair you. Now I remember I have to use the map. Variant Claridel. How will that work?
私が直々に相手をしよう。先へグラバリーよ。今こそ敵を撃て。
That worked. There we go. There we go. That should deal with those three. Clean out that.
私の前に出てくるとは迂闊だったな。感覚が研ぎ澄まされていく。
Yo, that's one down. 79. Let's see what we need. A 2, nope. 4C. Intuition, that should work. There we go, come on, and there we go. I'm not done yet. My righteous heart stands firm. He's evolved again. I can see different. I can see it. I see. I can't defeat you with speed and power alone. What I need to do is combine them. This is my final form. No fair. Being good at everything is against the rules. He's more powerful than in the previous forms, and he keeps regenerating even if we beat him. What kind of freak of nature are you? You're wrong. I am Exus, a heroic champion. I fight only for good. Give up. There's no way you can defeat me. It's simple. You're evil and I'm good. Good always prevails. Just stop, Exus. We didn't want to see you like this. Cut it out already. Good guys don't try strong-arming people who don't want to fight. You keep saying you're good, justice, whatever. Like you expect us to just believe it? Wise Neos has always fought for protecting the A Advent. Why can't you just work with them, Exus? What is this? It's the voices of the A Advent citizens. They're all worried about you. Listen to them with an open heart. Stop it, Exus. If you want to fight for good, then work with Wise Neos. This isn't real. Wow. Oh, hello. So Exus has an interesting interaction with Char. I mean, you'd think giving Exus ego and morality, he has to say a lot to the Red Comet. I didn't know that. But we might take a look at that. But hey, glad to see you're here. Oh, I didn't know if there were any Exus dialogue. He didn't pick that. It's just there's a few of them depending if you're fighting some of the other characters, but I know there's special dialogue if you use the EX guys on them with response. All you're doing now is trying to get your way by force. Isn't that what enemies of freedom and peace do? Why aren't you on my side? I've been fighting for them, for all people. And so is Wise Neos. So what are you trying to accomplish by going rogue and wrecking things? I'm not. I'm in the right. I'm the one doing good for this world. I should be the one enjoying the people's adulations. Love me. I'm your hero. Show me your love. I've been fighting in the name of justice. In the name of justice to have it. That's not how it works, Exus. Good is something you believe in. You have to want it to be the right because it's right. You don't do it for a reward, for glory or adulation. You do it because you know it has to be done. You showing your true colors, Exus. You never gave a damn about doing good. All you care about is yourself. They don't love me. I was wrong? But it's alright, Exus. You can still... If the world and its people won't accept me, then there's no point in it existing. The whole world and everyone in it is an evil. It must all be destroyed. Exus! Then we'll stop you. Stuff like this is why we fight. It ain't about good or evil, it's so we can live and save others. That's what Wise Neos is all about. You think you can defeat me in my final form? Someone once said justice without power is powerless, but power without justice is violence. So you'll win and protect this world from the violence that is you. Wise Neos. Let's do this, Exus. If that's your final form, then we don't have to hold anything back. We're not gonna lose, we're gonna live. It all happens now, Exus. Exus, we'll show you everything Wise Neos is and represents. Then you'll understand what we're really fighting for. Hopefully this is gonna be the final punch. Ooh, that's gotta hurt. That should do some big damage. Let's see, we got you. Exis, you abandoned your purpose. I have nothing but contempt for you. I don't give a damn about what you think of me. I decided how to live my life. And if that puts you against the world, no worries. If it came to that, I can count on my pals to stop me. Pals. Friends. That's exactly where I'm gonna stop you, Exis. And when we're sitting you down for a good long talk. I still want to know you better. Why are you doing this, Exis? We could have made this work together. Kogetsu Jig, have you abandoned your own purpose following the A Advent? If you see the truth of what I'm saying, then join me. You can still rejoin the path of righteousness. And I'll pass on your righteousness. You want to turn your back on justice? I'm not fighting for some perfect ideal. I'm just trying to protect what I think is important. And I won't stop doing that no matter what you say. That's why I joined the A Advent. You showed me my purpose, but in the end, even you turn on me. You no longer deserve my mercy. I will surpass you. Now let's do this, Exis. You'll listen to us once I defeated you. We used to fight side by side. This will help you remember that. We'll do this one then, huh? Let's see. I know there's something I could do here. There we go, that should help us out. Okay, this should work. Huh. Exis! A Advent, the source of all evil, and Ichigo Y Flan Burnett, the one at its center, you must be eliminated. If I ever found myself at odds with this world and humanity, I wouldn't end myself on the spot. But I represent people, and I swore that I would go any distance as long as they support me. What you have exactly is what I want. That's why I have to overcome you, to show you all that I am the guardian of this planet needs. I gotta say, fanboy, Miss Exus really has some existential crisis trying to figure out who he is. And I'll fight to protect our people from this selfish guardian. That's my duty as representative of the A Advent.
相手はかなりのパワーを持っています。注意を。
And it only makes sense to do a combination attack.
AD フォーム起動を確認。続いて DMO シーケンスへ。味方機の退避を確認。マズルドメイン形成。まもなくパワーエクスカーションに到達。
お任せします、お嬢様。
ドミニオンオブリタレイター発射。
正義は不滅だから私は負けない。
Yep.
悪の船は全て私が叩き潰す。
And that's X.
いくつは来る。
あらよっとです。月に狩りエアデントにルーンドラヘ必殺の超人気。行けハヤブサ丸。
And of course, followed by lightning.
私は
運がなかったな。
Huh. That's a funny clippable kill right there. Cool, right there, just him yelling no. Wow, 10 levels. Here comes his regeneration. No. Why? Why won't the damage regenerate? Why am I not evolving? Good must always prevail. I cannot lose. I cannot. You don't have to do this, Exis. You're a machine with your own will. If you aren't working properly, it's because your mind has doubts. I'm sure you've realized something somewhere in your heart that what you were doing is wrong. I've remembered. Remembered what? Why I came to this world. You got your memories back? I've never lost them. I simply suppressed them in my subconscious. Because I couldn't stand to have them. What did you... I was created to defend people and their peace. Indeed, protecting was always my purpose. But I came to care only for the people's admirations. I wanted to be loved so much, I forgot my purpose as a guardian. In the end, I was cast out from my own universe, and into this one. So Exus was abandoned by his creators, and then repeated the same mistake, all because he wanted love. So he figured without wise Neos, he wouldn't have any competitors for everyone's attention. I've lost sight of my purpose in my arrogance. I'm the one who mustn't exist. I am the true evil. Taking a bit too much credit, don't you think? Everyone makes some mistakes. You can't take back what you did, but you can grin and hope they can forgive you. I don't think you can, Seiji. I'm joking, jeez, Dagon. Remember what I told you? You're supposed to say you're sorry. To apologize. Yeah, it's hard to accept when you're wrong, but you got to push through, or else you'll be trapped in the same patterns forever. It's all up to you, Exis. Come on, man, you fought all those bad guys yourself, so you gotta be stronger than a few stupid words. Do you think I can? You never know unless you try. But I've made the same mistake twice now. There's a saying on Earth, third time's a charm. And don't you worry, Team X can keep you on the right track. But all those times you said nothing was beneath you for the sake of justice, but in the end you fought us fair and square. I'd say you got the makings of a hero. Just a teensy little spark buried deep down, but yeah. All you need to do is want it. After all I've done, they still accept me as I am. Whoa, what's going on? The dimension is collapsing? Don't worry, I can send you back to your own world. I'll use all my remaining power to open the dimensional veil once more. You can't handle this kind of power with all the damage you've taken. That's not your problem. That is all my fault in the first place. That does it. I'm sorry. Let me do this one thing, please. As a token of respect for the real heroes, all of you. Sis. Exis. Exis's readings are completely gone. That damned idiot. So he made mistakes. He could have fixed them. Stubborn right to the very end. Exis. In the residential quarters of the A Advent. They were just saying on the news how it's been a week since anyone saw Exis. A week already? Wow. And people all over the world have been begging him to come save them. No surprise there, he's a hero. But that's what they believe. What's wrong with that? At least in the end, he stopped fighting for himself and put all his power toward a selfless act. You're right. You're right. That spark of good in him saved us all. We've driven Redlone away for now, but we have to stay alert, Dagarn. Of course, Seiji. He may be back at any time. Besides, it's not just Redlone. It isn't. We will keep fighting against anyone and everyone who wields power unjustly to threaten peace. Yeah, let's keep it up, Dagarn. Found your drive, huh, Seiji? Kinda. I feel like I really have to do everything I can. I owe it to Exis. I better get in gear myself then. If we're dedicated to this to Exis, we gotta put our money where our mouth is. Huh? Who said anything about money? Oh boy, alright, kiddo. I'll add making sure you get a decent education to my list. Whoa, you actually know how to teach? Why, don't you forget I run Shiba Motors. Do you? I heard you let Michi do all your accounting. Then you can brush up on your own business, Hiroshi, and Seiji will keep on top of his homework. With everything you guys taught Exis, I'm sure you can stuff a little learning in your heads. I'll do it, jeez. What are you gonna do, Ryoma? The business with Exis is put to bed, meaning our work here is done. No, it isn't. I still want to see where the A Advent ends up. I hear that. You know, I talked a lot of crap to Exis for a guy who doesn't even know himself that well. Ryoma, my purpose, what I'm fighting for, and the whole lot of things about Getter. I'm thinking if I stick to the A Advent a little longer, I might get a few answers. That means Team EX is staying together for the near future. Us and our honorary members, Exis. Yeah, Team EX, together forever. I'm glad you guys are sticking around. What do you think of that, Exis? I don't know. If we're what you call good, then we're going to keep fighting for what we value and what we believe in. Meanwhile, at System Nirokana I Core, how do you feel, Exis? Never better. I've grown accustomed to this state. Good to hear. Your body was destroyed, but we were able to keep you alive by transferring your consciousness into Nirvana Eye. We may be able to create a new body for you someday. Just be patient until then. I'm grateful for all your efforts, but I must turn down that for the time being. Why? And while you're answering that, how about you explain why we're keeping your survival a secret from everyone else? I'm simply not prepared to face them. I've decided I need to spend some time examining myself so I don't go down the same path a third time. I hope I learned a great deal toward that end by staying on the A Aven and observing Wise Neos and Team EX. But at least you got humility put down pat. I'm just ashamed. Very well, Exist. We'll do as you request. Someday, when I could meet Team EX again and look into their eyes, then we'll ask you to help us. We'll all be waiting. Yes, this is the start of my journey to become a worthy member of Wise Neos. Hooray! Well, at least that story went out well. Good. So we got not a good chunk of money. But I think that takes care of DLC 2. Here we go. Exis sought to find a reason to exist and recover what was lost. His newly awakened soul became his own desire for justice, leading him down the wrong path. Having torn down Exis' warped notion of justice, the A Aven looks back onto its journey, yet that journey continues to protect what is right and what is precious for all they believe in. So that's DLC 2 taken care of. Technically, we took care of 1 and 2, which leaves 3.
お待ちしておりました。
Well, that takes care of that. Let's see. There we go. That's 50% upgrade, but it's pretty that worked out dang well. But that's to answer your question, yeah, I could imagine that issue with Char but then again, Char didn't really commit any major crimes at the moment. And nothing much we could do except maybe yeah, why don't we do one of the West Japanese fronts? Yeah, why don't we do this? Let's do Noah's Upheaval, at least. Oh, 2-parter mission. I guess we'll have to save that for next week, then. Hey, why don't we do a grind mission first? Get some much needed experience. This will be a perfect way to get some experience and such. We could use that. There we go. So for those wondering, since we eliminated the Andromeda Stellation, Rawball takes over those areas. Let's try and get some of our guys up to set to at least 70. Here we go. That'll be our new mission. Get everyone to 70. Let's break you. Pop. Dead. Up. We're gonna be doing some experience just to get some, as a good, palate cleanser to deal with this situation. I don't mind this. Go. Here we go. We're gonna get that. Looks like we're gonna move in here. There we go. E-Day's now level 1. Let's see, huh? Let's see, fortune. Alright, never mind, we can just deal with that. Ah, we got a bonus. We're in that break. Never mind, this is just off grind. We can finish this up. There we go, we'll be fine with this. Come on, let's see. There we go. That puts us 68. Let's see, drive, there we go. That should put us 71, there we go. At 70, there we go. That puts us 69. Yay! There we go, charge spear on the collar. Are you winning? Yeah, we're winning. We're just grinding down with some off mech grinding. Spirit, let's see, nope. Spirit, there we go. Tears. Let's see, that puts us 67. Oh, that jumped us 4 levels. Well, that took care of 1. Plus, we make some more experience. So we should be able to get a few bits. But we defeated a disgruntled former hero. So we're just gonna do a lot of these, finish up the missions, and because the other's a 2-parter, and I want to make sure we can save that for the big one. And I want to make sure, so we want to clear some of these up, get some experience. Let's see, we'll take you, and we'll take Colin. There we go, pop you in. Here we go, level 70. We'll break you next. 65. Next up, assist link. Oh, come on. All right, morale's low. Okay, E-Day level 2. E-Day level gauge 3. There. And that gives us level 67. Break you next. There we go, 67. And I mean 67, not 67, so I'm not doing that stupid meme. Come on. There we go, kaboom! Collins level 70, that should be neat. Now we just go here. Prize shot special. We're almost a few levels. Okay, that gives us 62. That's what we need. Let's see, hit you. And there we go, dead. There we go. Hopefully that should deal with this. There we go. Now with that. Ta-da-da. That puts us 70. Yay! That puts 68. That puts us 67 again. That puts us 70. Nice. And that gives us 68. Chippity. Oh, I know what we can do. Assist link you. Yay, that puts 71. So now, all of those guys are boosted. We got a few new experience units. And 2 level up. So let's see what we get. Mukumo's ranked number 2. Main pilot of deployed ally gains plus 5 max morale. And Tokime now gives us main pilot deploy gets 10 accuracy. could be good. Alright, let's try another.
ではカスタマイズを始めましょう。
Makes sense, he needs to be Axel.
これからの戦いのために
Now
万
let's
全
see.
の準備を。
Try again with the European front. Because we could do this, and now that we're getting more 70s, we need to do that. Alright, let's see what we can nail. Still, looks like we're doing pretty well. I'm sorry about being quiet and such, but hey. Let's see, select ships. We're going to move you and you. Let's see, we got rain. That should give us 69. Dolos. Come on, double, double, double. $67. Pick 7. Let's see, do. Come on. 64. Let's see, what do we get here? Persist, soul. Nope. 64. At least that took care of that. That's 66. I'm getting real mad with these guys. Come on. Come on. 66. Oh, that'll work. That'll work.
サンド家の誇りにかけてこの戦い勝利を。これはあなたへの手向けです。ローゼススクリーマー。
There, now we don't have to worry much about George. There we go, 150. And dead. Yay! Level 70. That puts us 67. That should put us 69. Let's break you next. Oh, good, S rank. There we go, come on. That puts us 69. There we go. That pumps us to, damn, 5 levels. Well, that worked out well. We got a few bits of experience. We still got the outer Earth sphere front. We're just doing a little bit of a wind down, and besides, it would be a good time to get some more experience before we progress to the major story. I know the Godzilla part were never, but I will make sure we get some Kaiju. Or Kaiju, whatever the hell it is. Da 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 da. That'll work. We got some experience to help us out a bit. We need to move most of our guys here, see how much we can. There you go, come on. Right, now we move you next here. Pop you with the arrow. There, Denmek. 6 to 9. There we go. Now we pop you here. Yeah, we'll do you next. Sheesh, these guys really are persistent, aren't they? We got 65. Hello. Let's break you. That puts us level 6 to 9. There we go. Oh well, that should work. Sky Flash.
行くぜサイバスター
DK. Sky Flash. That should put us up to 67. Ah, boom! The mech is dead. That's one dead. 69. Now she's 71, which is what we need. There we go. Level 72 warship. Yep. Excuse me. Come on. And that puts us 67. Yay. That puts us 69. And that should be it. We don't have to worry about Ichika. That puts us 70. Yay. Yeah, we'll do charge here. That's gonna break them like hell. Slam you into here, boom, dead. That puts us 69. Okay, hopefully that should work. There we go, dead. Level 70 gone. That should deal with that. Yeah, it looks like we only got 5 minutes, unfortunately, but we should be able to do the rest and get some more. That charge ability is pretty good.
これからの戦いのために万全の準備を。
Yeah, that should do well.
ではカスタマイズを始めましょう。
Yeah, if we can basically get that much, that could be useful. Then we can just jump up all that. Until then, I think we better save our game. There we go. Nah, we're fine for now. Let's finish this up.
ここで終わりにするつもり？せっかくだしクリアまで一気にプレイしたら。
Hey, we already cleared the whole mission.
ミオリネさん、
Oh,
私たちこれからトマトのお世話ですよ。もしかして
oh,
プレイ
that.
ヤーさんを一人で戦わせるつもりですか？さすがミオリネ、プレイヤーに対しても容赦ねえな。
Yeah, that's right. Hey!
分かったわよ。でも再開しなかったら許さないからね。
Alright, Mom.
てめえがアシュラの思い背負ってんの絶対忘れんなよ。次もまた一緒に頑張りましょう。
And again, so that is that adorable little cinnamon roll. Anyway. Da 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 da. That takes care of Tuesday. So with that, let's get the heck out of here and back into the Bridge of the Righteous Absolution. Well, that takes care of a lot of the missions. Sorry if there were no Godzilla at the moment, but we did take care of Exis, so that's one threat eliminated from the basis, and that makes 2 DLC missions we've completed. We still got the third one with Clown, and we still got all the major missions, but we also got a little bit of some lore about Exis. But here's the schedule for tomorrow. Next week, a little reminder. As seen here, we will be dealing with Chroma Squad for Thursdays and Fridays, and we are getting close, so we might take a look at one of the paths. Anyway, let's get our... With that enough, just a reminder, if you like what you see here, don't be afraid to hit that button and subscribe. Ko-Fi is the way to go. Blue Sky if you want to chat with me and archive for all the old stuff. Anyway, I think that'll be it for now. Let's see what I could pick. I'm getting really ravenous. Anyway, come on. If I can pop this thing in. No, not that one, dingus. Come on. Here we go. Yeah, I use a raid. I have a raid tab that helps me out in this kind of thing. So with that, let's get ourselves ready to set up. I believe we could pick. Question is, who should we do? Who are we following? You know what? Why don't we go poke Gustav? We haven't taken a look at him in a while. I'm a bit curious what that key's been doing. Oh, it looks like he could be in there. So let's go poke him. So, here we go. It looks like he's having some fun with Super Robot Wars. Why? We've managed to we'll do that. So, until then, you guys have yourself a good night, pleasant tomorrow, all that others. I will see you Thursday for Chroma Squad. Until then, we need to deal with all the others. But until then, see you Thursday. Until then, keep on saying that beautiful astral sea.